Hey everyone. So thank you first off for tuning into my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe down below and like this video if you are excited to hear about my weight loss journey. This is the very beginning, and I'm going to be documenting the good and the bad and the really bad and the really good. So everything will be documented for you guys. I hope you guys learned something. I really was hesitant on sharing this information with you guys, but then I realized that everything I stand for aligns with my weight loss journey, and I'm always transparent with you guys to, you know, my life, my glam, my so and so. Everything is very transparent with you guys, and seriously, for a long time, I struggled deciding on if I was going to share this part of my life with you guys. And I just realized I have been researching for a long time. And I realized that I found so much comfort in watching other people's journey videos and watching other people's trial and errors and their goods and their bads. And I really learned a lot, and I was inspired, and it changed a lot for me. So I figured, why would I hold that back from someone? If I can inspire you through my journey, then mission accomplished, right? So without further ado, let's figure out what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. So I have been hinting around on my Facebook. If you guys are coming from my Facebook lives, you guys know that I have been hinting about weight loss for a long time. I've tried this and that. I'm all about self-love. I'm all about, you know, loving the body you're in, loving yourself, body image positivity. All that stuff is what I live by. And that's another thing that made this really hard, because I don't want people to think that I don't love myself, and that's why I'm making this decision. So this decision, I am getting the vertical sleeve surgery. Weight loss surgery is what a lot of people know it as. And I'm really excited. Really, nothing can deter my decision. Nothing can dull my shine. I'm over the moon excited, and I have researched this for 2 years. So it's nothing that I just decided to get and wanted to do and went and did it. I have been researching this for a very long time. I know all the goods. I know all the bads. I know all the what ifs. I know all the because. I know it all because of the research I have done. And I've tried to, have my own weight loss journey by myself without this tool. Now, if you don't know what this surgery is, I highly recommend you do your research. But basically, you go into surgery. It's a major surgery, and they remove like 60 to 80% of your stomach, depending on your doctor or where you go. So they remove up to 80% of your stomach, making your stomach like a sleeve. Does that make sense? That's why it's called the sleeve. And so basically it is a tool to help you with portion control and retraining your body what to eat. This is not a quick fix. You do lose weight quickly, but it is not a fix. If you go back to eating the foods that you ate to get this way, you're going to go right back that way. Does that make sense? So I'm really excited, and I have a list of reasons why I am getting this. I want to start off by telling you guys what I'm doing. By no means is this should this be your first priority. It should never be your first option. It should be your last option. I have tried thing after thing after thing, diet after diet after diet. And in my case, the surgery is my next option, and that is what I'm doing. So now let's go into why I am choosing to get the weight loss surgery. One major reason I'm getting the weight loss sleeve surgery is because of health issues, health risks. Being overweight, I want to make sure I emphasize that I am by no means saying it is not beautiful to be plus size. I am by no means saying that you shouldn't feel or love yourself if you are plus size. You guys know, if you know me, you guys know I'm all about self-love, and you should always love yourself no matter your size. Loving yourself is different than being happy with your appearance or your body or your figure, whatnot. I love myself 1000%, but I am not in love Just like when you're in a relationship, you can love someone and not be in love with them, unfortunately. But you can love yourself and not love this body that you're having. And let me also say something. This is not for physical appearance. This is, like I said, for my insides. I know I look good. Like, I don't mean to be cocky at all, but I love myself enough I love the way I look. I want to love the way I feel, and I love myself enough to know that I have to make a decision in my health to love the way I feel. I deserve to love the way I feel, so I'm going to do what it takes to love the way I feel, if that makes sense for you guys. So health risks were a big reason. I have a lot of health issues in my family, like that runs in my family, and obesity is one of them. It really does run in my family. I'm not making that as an excuse at all. I got me where I am, and only I can get me out of where I am. But health risks, again, were my number one reason. Another huge reason is I love working out. I really do love working out. And I could go to the gym and I still have a lot of muscle. I was a college athlete in multiple sports. I was a college athlete in volleyball and basketball. I played year-round volleyball and basketball all through school. I did swimming. I did every sport you could think of. And I'm just a very athletic person. But my last year of college, I actually ended up tearing my meniscus. I have a tearing meniscus. It's not completely torn. So I went in and they told me, you have a tearing meniscus and your other one's not looking too good either. I was in excruciating. Really bad pain. It was hurting really, really bad. And I wasn't even like overweight at this point. I maybe had a couple, like 20, 30 pounds overweight at this point during college basketball, but we were working out all the time. I was pretty in shape. But anyways, I tore my meniscus, have a tearing meniscus, excuse me. And they told me you either need to get surgery on it or you need to wait for it to tear and get surgery, or you can strengthen it enough to where you won't have to get surgery. And I was like, I'm not getting surgery. Like, that's just not what I want to do. So I was like, okay, well, I'm done playing basketball. So that was the end of that. And then I had to decide, like, I was supposed to go to like physical therapy and it just hurt so bad that I couldn't. And then because of that injury, I was still eating like an athlete. If you're an athlete, you understand. If you're not, athletes eat more, not necessarily crappy food, but they eat more. They have to increase their calorie intake to have enough energy to play in a sport, if that makes sense. So by coaches, I was always told to increase my calories so I would have enough energy to play. That's just how it was. Especially I started in swim team when I was in, I think, 6th grade. They made me have snacks in between each class because I was burning so many calories at swim practice. So that's where that came from. And then I just, I was eating that many calories. I was intaking those college foods. Let's first talk about college foods. But anyways, I was eating like that, but not burning the calories because of my injury and because it hurt so bad to physically work out. And so that, like, it stopped me. Like, I was stuck. And I just, like, slowly, I didn't gain weight really quickly. It's happened over the years. And I didn't really realize how big I had gotten. And I don't want you guys to think, like I said previously, that big is bad. Big is not bad, but overweight is not healthy. And that's the moral of the story is you need to be healthy. You should love yourself enough to know that your body deserves to be healthy. I love working out and I cannot wait to be able to lose this weight with this tool. It'll force me, literally it forces you to have portion control. It forces you to eat healthy foods or you get sick. You do not feel good if you eat crap for the first 6 months. So you lose quite a bit of weight very quickly. And in result, I'll have less weight on my body and my bones, and I'll be able to work out again. And I cannot wait for that. So a lot of people think, oh, these people are lazy. They're just getting the weight loss surgery, so they lose all this weight without having to do the work. That's not at all, at least not at all my reason. That may be some people's theory, not mine. at all. I've done a lot of time researching this, and I was waiting because I really have been trying to lose weight. I know, let me tell you one thing. Plus size people are not stupid. Okay? We know what we're eating and we know that it's bad. We know why we're gaining weight. We know what we need to do to lose the weight. We know how. We know what, why, when, and where. We're not stupid. We just, something is holding us back. And for me, it was numerous things. One, like I said, my pain. Two, I really believe that it was an addiction. And this is like, it's kind of like a rehab. Like you're forcing, in rehab, you force yourself to not be on drugs, right? Like rehab for drugs. It's like a rehab where you're forcing yourself to not be able to eat those foods that you want to eat, or stress eat, or eat when you are happy, or eat when you are sad, or eat to celebrate, or eat when you're with friends, or eat to whatever. It's like, oh, you have this feeling. We're going to train you to not indulge in food when you get this feeling. And that's how you fix an addiction, right? That's how you get through an addiction. And I'm really excited for that. It's something that I've just been waiting for a long time for that, because I have an ugly relationship with food. And I know a lot of people, if you can relate to this, you're going to understand what I say when I say I have an ugly relationship with food. Like, this is hard for me to talk about, but I'll eat and I'll be like, I don't want to eat this, so I'm going to keep eating it. Like, it's this ugly relationship. Or, oh my gosh, I'm so pissed, so I'm going to eat. How does that help anything? It doesn't. And we know that, but we keep doing it. Oh, I'm so fat. Let me go eat a bowl of ice cream in pity of me being overweight. Like, that's what goes through our heads. It's not that we're in denial of not being healthy or whatnot. Does that make sense to you guys? I know a lot of the time, some people may not relate to this video at all. Some may really relate to this video, and that's why I'm making it, so you can determine if you want to follow my weight loss journey. If you don't, then by all means, please don't. If you do, follow it. And I'm excited to share, like I said, every part of the journey. So another reason why I am getting this surgery is because I'm sick. Let me tell you, I'm sick and freaking tired of not living life like a 23-year-old should. Okay? A 23-year-old shouldn't have to turn down an opportunity because of her weight or because of her health. A 23-year-old shouldn't have to, in her head, think that, oh my gosh, what if we're over the capacity in the elevator and it breaks? Because what if I'm that final person that puts on too much weight? Or what if I don't fit in this airplane seat? Oh no, I need to move to a different seat. Oh my gosh, what if this seatbelt doesn't close? No one, not just a 23-year-old, but people shouldn't have to feel that way. Those thoughts are not fun thoughts. And if you've thought those, you understand what I'm saying. That's a scary thought. A 23-year-old, an adventurous, athletic 23-year-old like me shouldn't have to turn down going rock climbing or because she doesn't think she can pull up her own weight. I used to love going rock climbing, and now I'm terrified to do it. Terrified. I'm scared to go jump rope into a lake or a river. I used to do it all the time. Terrified now. I'm scared to jump off a boat when I go boating with my dad because I don't think I can pull my fat ass up back into the boat. That's a feeling that I shouldn't have. And I can't wait to use this tool to my advantage and get my health back and know that I can do those things. Another, huge realization was when I earned a trip to Mexico with my team, with my company that I'm with, and everyone was going paragliding. I'm a very adventurous person. I'm not scared of much of anything. I'll try anything. I'm a fun person. And everyone was going, I think paragliding is what it's called, when a boat's pulling you and you're up in the air. Everyone was doing it, and it looked like the funnest thing in the world. And I said no because I was afraid that I would just fall into the water. Like the boat wouldn't be able to pull me up. Like the balloon part wouldn't be able to pull me up. Like I had that fear, and I turned down that opportunity, and that was a real eye opener. Like, damn, Kendall, like what are you doing? Or what's it called? Any of the rope stuff, any ropes freak me out. Freak me out because I think they're gonna break. It's not that I'm scared of heights. It's not that I'm scared of the sharks in the water. It's not like I'm scared of any of these real fears. I'm afraid that something will break because of my weight or because I'm unhealthy. Another huge, this really broke me. It was literally, I'd say about maybe a month ago. And this is, like I said, I've been doing this research for about 2 years now, but about a month ago, I decided now's the time. I'm not waiting any longer because me and my boyfriend, if you guys know me at all, you guys know I have an amazing boyfriend. I have an amazing support system. My mom, my mother, future mother-in-law, my boyfriend, like they're amazing people. They love me and they'll always love me. That part of my, that, whatever. Me and my boyfriend, me and my amazing, handsome, amazing boyfriend. Ew. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Say that. Yeah. About me? Oh my god, I can't record with you peeing in the background. It's still recording. I'll just cut this part out. Because I want you to pee. I'm in a very serious moment. How dare you go pee in your bathroom? No. No? Yeah, clean it out. Yeah, because it was good lighting. It's getting better. My amazing boyfriend and I were walking in downtown Seattle. We went to downtown Seattle, and we were walking a couple blocks, and it was uphill. If you know, we live in Seattle. If you know anything about Seattle, there's a lot of hills, crazy hills. And I had to ask him to stop and slow down because it was physically hard for me to walk up this hill. And for some people, you guys might be like, well, yeah, so even like smaller people, healthy people get out of breath sometimes when walking up a hill if it's for a long time. But this wasn't a very long walk. It was maybe a mile, but still, it was coming from a former athlete, walking at a very slow pace up a hill and being that physically out of breath and needing to stop because it was so painful and hard was a big eye-opener to me. And it was really, it was embarrassing. Like, here is my very amazing, handsome boyfriend, all, nice and fit and long legs, like just, he's awesome. But here he is, walking. And I'm like, babe, like, I'm gonna need you to pull me here in a minute. Like, chill out. That was like, I literally said that and he laughed about it because, he's real supportive. He's like, I'm sorry, babe. Like, here, I'll pull you up, blah, blah, blah. And like, I don't think he realized how it was to me. Like, I was really taken back by how out of breath I was. And to some people that may be so simple, but to me that was eye-opening. That was eye-opening that I had to make a change for myself. I had to make a change for my relationship. We're both young. I don't want him to feel like he can't invite me to do fun things. I don't want him to feel like, oh, I don't know if we can do that. I don't know, can my girlfriend do that without her being uncomfortable? I don't want him to have to think about that. We like challenging each other, and we challenge each other in all aspects of our lives, except for fitness. And I can't wait for us to be able to challenge each other in a fitness aspect. I'm so sick of having this fear or lying and saying, I don't like doing that. I don't want to do that. Ew, I don't like running. I think that I would enjoy running if I could run without being in physical pain. Now, I don't mean soreness, guys. I love the feeling of being sore. I really do. But the physical pain where it could bring you to tears just by doing it, that shouldn't happen. That's not normal. So I know I'm kind of being repetitive, but that's just a huge part of it for me is I can't wait to be a healthy Kendall. I'm still going to be me. I know this isn't changing who I am. This is changing my health, and that should always be the main reason. Another huge reason is, don't get too excited here, guys, but another huge reason why I really decided that this surgery is what I need to do is because I do want to be a mom. I'm not saying I want to have a baby right now. I'm not saying I want to get pregnant right now, but I am saying that I want to be a mom, and I know so many moms that have struggled, one, getting pregnant because they're overweight. I know that is a real struggle. PCOS is a real struggle. You know, when you're a mother, you're already going to be fatigued and tired. You don't need that unhealthiness to play a role into being tired. You need to have that energy and be able to eat this food as fuel to fuel your body to have enough energy to even raise your kids correctly, right? Or what about teaching your kid, being a mother that can teach your kids good eating lessons? I don't want to be an unhealthy mother someday teaching my kids how to be unhealthy. So that is another huge role, is I really do want that part of my life to be a healthy part of my life. And I don't want to struggle with that. And I want to be able to know that as a healthy mother, I'm giving my all. And also, here's another one. I want to fuel my body with the food. I don't want to eat the food to eat the food. Not be full until I'm satisfied. You should be full when your stomach is literally full, not when you are satisfied with what you're eating or how much you're eating. A lot of people overeat and indulge themselves with foods because they don't differ being satisfied and being full, or they eat too quickly and then they're way overstuffed and then they're not satisfied ever, and then they keep eating more thinking they're going to get satisfied. And you know, being able to decide that you're going to make this life change is a big deal, and knowing that I'm going to be able to take the food that I'm eating and use it as fuel for my body to work the best it can, I know my work is going to increase. When I feel better, I'm going to be able to work more efficiently. I run almost $1 million a month skincare and cosmetic company. I have to have the energy and the ability to run it sufficiently. I have over 3,000, like around 3,000 people on my team. I have to have the energy for them. I gave them my word, and I'm physically fatigued and not feeling good and too stressed and blah, 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 blah. I have to do it again for my health in my work, my business, my relationship, everything. So now I'm going to go through a couple things that I'm really, really excited for throughout this journey. One thing I'm really, really excited for is flying. If you guys know me at all, I travel a lot. Like, I actually am leaving somewhere tomorrow. But I travel a lot. And with this said, I'm on a plane. And planes are very small. Planes are, your hips don't lie. They make you realize what needs to happen. Okay. So, I'm really excited to be able to fly on an airplane and, be able to buckle it. Like, I can buckle my seatbelt, but it's uncomfortable. I'm excited to be on a comfortable flight is what I'm trying to say. And I'm excited to not have to think about, oh God, I hope someone else that's big isn't next to me, or else we'll be like sardines. Like, it'll be very awkward. Or, oh gosh, I hope I'm in there before them so I can put my arms back so they're on top of me and I'm not on top of them. Like, you guys know this feeling. You tell me you know this feeling. Comment below if you know that feeling. Another thing, like I said, is my relationship with food. I'm excited to eat to be full and not eat to be satisfied. I'm excited for food to be for a fuel source to my body, and not to be because I'm sad, mad, hangry, happy, celebrating, so forth and so forth. Another thing this may seem super stupid to you guys, but another thing I'm really, really excited for is, to be able, this sounds so dumb, but to allow my family to show me off. Now, I know this probably sounds weird to you guys because you guys see me as this very confident, self-loving person that really embarks on self-love. And like I said earlier, I do love myself. I do love my journey. Again, this is part of my journey, but I am, just because you love yourself doesn't mean you don't have insecurities. I have insecurities. I don't want anyone to think I don't. The difference between having insecurities and not loving yourself and having insecurities and loving yourself is whether you allow other people to determine your amount of happiness with yourself. If someone else said something about me and I let it bug me, that's not self-love. If I can say something about myself that degrades who I am as a person, that's not self-love. But if I know who I am, I know, you know, what I bring, who, all that good stuff. You guys know what I'm trying to say. That is not a reflection on, like, you can still have insecurities when you can love yourself and have insecurities. Okay. But like I was saying, is allowing my family to show me off. For an example, we were in Aruba a couple, 2 months ago, and I loved my outfits. I loved when I took my own pictures. I loved group photos when I could just show my face or maybe my one arm tattoo. Like, I loved those kind of pictures. And then here was my amazing boyfriend wanting to take really cute full body pictures and wanting to, you know, I'd be in the water and he'd be like, oh, you look so beautiful. I looked so beautiful to him. But he would take my picture and no, you can't post that. I'm sorry. Don't post that picture. I never thought I would be the type of person that would get to the point where she didn't want her boyfriend showing her off with a picture he took. I have a boyfriend that wants to take pictures of me and with me. Okay? Men are not the most photogenic, and he wants to take my picture when I'm standing with this awesome background. He sees the beauty in that and wants to take this picture. And I was at a horrible point where I was like, well, thanks for taking that picture. That's a really cool picture, but you're not ever posting that. Like, sorry, but that's not being posted. Or on Easter, man. On Easter, we had a confetti egg fight, and I wouldn't allow my mom to record me having an Easter fight with my little brother. My little brother is 4 years old. He's adopted. He is like my pride and joy. I absolutely love that kid. A lot of people think he's mine, but he's not. He's my little brother. And we have such a strong connection, but I'm losing out on memories because I don't like how I look in those memories. I didn't feel good enough not so much that I didn't look good enough, because that is an insecurity of mine, but I didn't feel good enough to actually even participate in this confetti fight that we were going to have. My boyfriend wanted to go paintballing, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be very uncomfortable. Not getting shot with a paintball, but by running around and all this, like that stuff stresses me out. And I'm so excited for that stuff to not stress me out. You guys don't understand how excited I am for that part of this. So one thing I get all the time is, oh, you look amazing just the way you are. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment. But I'm not healthy. You're telling me, sorry, my hair's bugging me. You're telling me that I look good, and I appreciate that compliment, but I am not physically healthy. My body may look good to some of you. I may be your cup of tea or your shot of whiskey, whatever. Drink of Henny, whatever you want me to be. I may be that, but I'm not healthy. And I hate to break it to you guys, but it's about me and my health. So another thing that I get all the time, whenever I say I'm on a weight loss journey or I'm on a diet or whatever, like I said, I've been struggling with weight loss and diets for the last 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. And a lot of people, you are a beautiful plus size girl. You are such a beautiful plus size girl. You don't need to lose anything. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate you saying I'm a beautiful girl. Don't know why you had to add plus size, but just because you are plus size doesn't measure your health. Plus size is a measurement. It is what size clothes you wear. That's like plus size is larger sizes in clothes. Plus size. Sizes that are plus. That doesn't determine your health. If you are plus size and extremely healthy, round of applause for you. I will still probably be a plus size, but healthy. I will be healthy and I will be beautiful still and healthy. I don't know how many times I can say that. Really, that's all I have for this video right now. I do want to go over my measurements since this is my very first video. I get a lot of people saying, you're not even that big, blah, blah, blah. I may not be that big because I'm very proportionate. I don't just have like a large tummy. I have larger arms, boobs, humongous boobs, waist, like legs, feet, like everything on me is like a big head, big ears. Like I got it big, okay? But overall, I am overweight. I am unhealthy, and that's what has brought me to this decision. And I'm so excited. So I'm going to talk about right now my current measurements and a little bit about my next steps. So right now, let me start by my highest weight, which was 2.5 weeks ago. 2.5 weeks, I am 5'10", so I'm tall. A lot of you guys probably don't realize how tall I am if you've never met me in person. I'm 5'10". I may be like 5'9", but I always say 5'10". I think my wigs and my hair gives me like an extra inch, so we say 5'10". Anyways, so 5'10", and my highest, this is hard to say on video. Like it's hard. It's hard, guys. My highest weight 2.5 weeks ago was 289 pounds. So 290 pounds. 290 pounds. When I stepped on the scale and saw 290 pounds, I realized that I was almost 300 pounds. I didn't see 290. I saw 300. Like that's what was in my head. Like, if you see that 3, you look, girl. And no shade at all. If you are over 300 pounds, you guys know your own journey. And if if you're healthy, kudos. But if you're not, you know you're not. And you know that you probably want to make a change. You probably are trying weight loss journeys. You are probably trying diets. You are probably trying these things. Because like I said, us overweight people aren't oblivious to what we need to do. But back, I get on rambles. Sorry. So I am 5'10". I weigh 290 pounds. And I started my pre-op diet 2 weeks ago. I'm getting the surgery on Tuesday, April 24th. Today is Saturday and I'm getting it on Tuesday. So I'm so excited, but I will be sharing, of course, every day's journey. So I have been on a pre-op diet for the last 2 weeks and I have lost 19 pounds. The pre-op diet is hell. Let me tell you right now, the pre-op diet is hell. It is literally like a liquid diet, which I know I know the journey, and I know after surgery it is also a liquid diet for a while. But after the surgery, they remove the portion of your stomach that releases the hormone that makes you, the hormone that makes you hungry. So you don't feel hungry. You literally have to like force yourself to eat the amount of food that you need to be healthy. That sounds so good. So I am going to measure my body on surgery day to know how many inches I'm losing as well. But so far I've lost 19 pounds. So I was 270 pounds and 270.6 yesterday morning. I didn't weigh myself this morning. So that's that. And then pre-op diet is hard, but it is a way to clean out your liver and get you really prepared for surgery and prepared for the diet after surgery. So I've been doing that very successfully, and I'm freaking proud of myself. Can we get a giant high five? 19 pounds? Like, hello. But that's all I have for you guys for this video. I think that's all. This video was really hard for me to make. If you guys follow me at all on Facebook, I go live every day and I have no problem talking to you guys ever about anything. But this was one thing I really struggled with, because I've watched people experience hate. You guys know I experience hate on the daily with my Facebook lives, and we handle it like real OGs. But let's be real. This is a topic that people can get pretty janky about. Wow, it's getting dark outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this live, get it edited, or finish up this live. See, I'm used to Facebook lives. I'm going to finish this video and get it uploaded for you guys. It's already uploaded if you're watching this. Way to go, Kendall. But if you haven't already, again, like I said, if you want to follow my journey, I'm going to start an Instagram right after this video goes up so you guys can follow. I'm going to be posting my before pictures and after pictures, the good, bad, ugly, and super good. I'm going to get real and raw with you guys. And I feel like this will be, I'm not going to do it for, like, I'm not doing it to explain myself. I'm not doing it to validate my reasons. I'm not doing it to show off my progress or anything like that. The reason why I'm doing this is simply to inspire other women or encourage other women to take their health seriously. I'm not saying that you need to go get the weight loss surgery. I actually highly suggest you do everything you can first before it. I have tried it all, and this is my next step. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was kind of a long video. I love you guys for supporting me. I know a lot of you guys have had questions, and you probably have a ton more questions. So my next video, I want to do a question and answer. If you guys have them, please drop your comments in the questions, or please drop your questions in the comments below, and I will go through them and answer. I will also input my Instagram tag right here. Look at this. I'm getting a hold of this editing YouTube thing. Okay. If you have negative comments, like, you can keep them to yourself. You can, like, get them off my page if you have the negative comments, because I don't want to hear them. Like,
it'll just be a waste of your breath and a waste of your perfect little fingers typing. Like, just don't do it, okay?
So remember to love yourself. I'm doing this on YouTube too. Remember to love yourself, love someone else, spread some positivity in the world, because we need way, way, way more of it. Be the best you that you can be. Hashtag love ever, hurt never. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for your support, and I love you guys. Bye.